Some people say that you can't be a musician and a scientist, an athlete and a mathematician, a gamer and a researcher. But why choose? I believe that every passion fuels another. Music sharpens my focus, sports build my resilience, and video games push my strategic thinking. And in all of them, I find patterns, logic, and creativity. Just like in math and computer science. Hi, I'm Sohum Srivastava from Shrewsbury High, and I love learning in every form, whether it's in a melody, a theorem, or even a line of code. That's why I'm excited about Math Academy, a place where I can embrace all of my interests and push my curiosity to the limit. But before all of that, let me just show you who I am. Music is my escape, and also an occasional battle. I play both the piano and the violin, as well as the ukulele, which means I spend a lot of my time either in perfect harmony or having a one-on-one conversation with my fingers who aren't cooperating. But through every off-key mistake and every performance, I've learned discipline, patience, and how to keep going, even when things don't sound right, literally. Then there's reading. Some people watch TV shows and binge them. I binge books on the other hand. Fiction, non-fiction, even textbooks. Although those aren't as fun. Some books I like to read are How to Not Be Wrong, The Power of Mathematical Thinking, Jordan Ellenberg, or Programming the Universe, Seth Lloyd. There's just something amazing about stepping into someone's world and seeing life through a different perspective. It's like time travel, but without the risk of, rewriting history itself. Sports keep me moving. I played basketball, soccer, and I even used to competitive swim. But just one reminder, physics and coordination, for me at least, don't go that well together. Whether it's on the court or the field, I love the adrenaline and the teamwork. And hey, even when I lose, I just call it character development. And yes, I play video games too. And before you say, it's just for fun, let's be honest. Gaming is basically speedrunning problem solving. Quick thinking? Check. Strategy? Check. Learning from mistakes? Also check. Especially when I lose to the same boss for the 5th time. But hey, that just makes the victory even sweeter. Music, books, sports, and gaming. Each of them have shaped me in different ways. They challenge me, push me, and teach me things that go way beyond just having fun. And surprisingly, they all connect to my love for math and computer science. But I'll get to that in just a second. You know that moment when you're struggling on a problem, you just can't seem to get it, and so you take a break from it? And then, suddenly, everything just clicks. It's like when you're staring at the numbers, the patterns, the equations, and suddenly, boom. The answer wasn't just some random solution. It was the solution, hiding right in front of you the whole time. And that's just what I love about math. It's not about crunching numbers, memorizing formulas. It's about seeing connections that weren't obvious before. It's like finding a hidden tunnel in a maze, except the maze is the universe, and math is the key to unlocking the universe. And even if I'm not at that level of math just yet, I still aspire to reach similar heights in some point of my educational career. That moment of discovery, it's electric. It's proof that something seemingly impossible is possible. And that's why I love math. It's not just about solving problems, it's about realizing that almost anything is possible. Some people see a computer screen and think work, school assignments, and emails. But when I see a computer screen, I think of infinite possibilities. A blank screen is like a canvas, and code and programming is my paintbrush. Instead of creating something to look at, I create something that actually does something. That's what makes computer science so exciting to me. I don't just learn things, I build them. If I want a program that tracks how much time I spend on different tasks throughout the day, I can write it. If I want to create a game from scratch, the only restrictions that are there are time and creativity. And the best part, there's always something new to try. Something harder to tackle. Something just beyond my current skill set that makes me think. Not think, okay, that's way too hard, I can't do that. But instead, think, okay, what if I could do that? A lot of people think that computer science is something that stays inside the screen. Apps, games, websites. But to me, computer science is actually a tool to help solve real-world problems. Problems that exist outside of computers, outside of cities, and even out in the nature. And that's why I focused my science fair project on something big, agriculture. Because where I live, and in so many places around the world, technology isn't just about convenience. It can protect our environment, help farmers, and even prevent massive economic losses. Here, let me show you my first project. Let me tell you about the spotted lanternfly. Cute? Yeah. Harmless? No. Not even close. This invasive species has been causing serious damage to crops and trees. And the worst part, they spread fast. I asked myself, what could we do to stop them before they spread and create irreversible damage? That's where my spotted lanternfly tracking app comes into play. For Science Fair one year, I designed a system where people could report sightings of spotted lanternflies, and the app would help create a real-time map of infestation zones. Farmers, researchers, and even everyday people could use it to monitor and predict movement patterns, making it easier to fight back against these creatures. I used my passion for computer science to take a biological problem and turn it into a data-driven solution. And the best part, it wasn't just an idea. It actually worked. And even better, I actually enjoyed writing it. I enjoyed struggling with every issue, every single triumph, and every single moment thinking of how my program would actually help people dealing with this problem. Now let me tell you about apples. Come with me. You know what's worse than taking a bite out of a rotten apple? It's finding an orchard full of one. Trust me, that's not the best experience. And for farmers, this isn't just an inconvenience. It's a huge financial risk, and it's also a major contributing factor to food wastage. So I started thinking, how can we use artificial intelligence, something relatively new for a few years ago, to catch the problem before it spreads? This is where my second project comes in. An AI system to detect rotten apples. I trained a machine learning model to analyze apple images and detect early stage rotting that human eyes might miss. This was implemented into an application so that farmers could use a simple image-based recognition system to scan apples and get instant assessment, preventing crop loss before it even happens. This wasn't just about making something cool. It was about real impact. It was about combining agricultural science and AI and data science to help farmers, real communities, and to solve a problem that affects real people. What I learned from both of these projects is that computer science isn't just a tool. It's a superpower. A single algorithm that can track invasive species, a single AI model that can save thousands of crops, and if one person can do that just with the science fair project, imagine what's possible on a larger scale. I don't want to just use computer science for abstract problems, or money really. I want to use it to solve real-world issues, to contribute to my community, as well as others in the best way I can, and even have fun with it. Whether it's helping farmers protect their livelihoods making agriculture more sustainable, or finding new ways to use AI in environmental sciences, I know that technology has the power to make a difference. And that's exactly what I plan to do in the future. So you may ask now, why Math Academy? I've always believed that learning isn't just about one thing. It's about how everything connects. Math, computer science, science fair projects, they're all separate pieces to the puzzle. They're all a part of a bigger picture. A way to understand how to change the world. And that's why I know Math Academy is where I belong. At Math Academy, I see an environment where curiosity isn't just encouraged, it's the standard. A place where I can push my problem-solving skills, turn my ideas into reality, and collaborate with students who are just as passionate about learning as I am. Whether it's working on cutting-edge projects, diving deeper into math and computer science, or brainstorming the next way to use AI in sustainability, I know Math Academy will challenge me in the best way possible. Because for me, personally, learning isn't just about answering questions. It's about asking the bigger ones. It's about looking at the world and saying, okay, how can we make this better? And I know that at Math Academy, I'll have the tools, the challenges, and the people to help me do just that. Thank you for considering my application, and I hope I can continue my journey at Math Academy.